Good evening, everybody, and welcome with my office polo shirt going. It's time to talk about Can You Keep a Secret, episode 10. Ladies and gentlemen, please, would you bring your attention to me? We finally made history. History has been made. History has done it all once again. But it's funny because it's rare that we look at rom-coms and we never look at unlikable characters. This office rom-com is one of many office rom-coms that is under the radar. Every year we always get high school rom-coms, but we never get a college or office rom-coms because office rom-coms are real life situations. And there are a plethora of office rom-coms that screams, oh my god, this is real life. Think about My Tiny Senpai. Same thing. My Tiny Senpai, Love is Hard for an Otaku, 365 Days to the Wedding, My Senpai's Annoying, There's a plethora of office rom-coms, but we don't really talk about those because sometimes people don't forget. But for this episode is so good that, again, it is one of many, some rare. This is one of rare of rom-coms that we look at this show, this rom-com, and said, I don't have a least favorite. I really don't. Every rom-com I do have at least a least favorite because like they are so freaking annoying. But for this segment, this show, I can't. And it's one of many rare rom-coms that side characters get the attention, gets an episode. Again, rom-coms don't do that often, but for this, it does. So without further ado, I want to get right to it, episode 10, because this was dedicated to these two people, Somei and Hayakawa. And I completely understand these two. Okay, so first off, I want to break this review down to two parts. First off, let's look at Yui and Masuku's relationship. Now, Masuku got this huge bank account exam. He has a huge exam. And we got flashbacks of him missing exams because of nervous stress, him because of his stomach aches. I get it. Because when I work and when I take a test, like when I get for promotions at my job, there's always like a test. And I get nervous, I get jitters just to see, with all the questions, multiple choices. I'm like, oh my God. And my heart beating fast. I understand what Masuka's going through. Yui, on the other hand, this is why I like Yui. Yui, we need a girl like Yui. She will buy a hotel for you. She'll buy an inn for you. And I get it, the guy wants to get something for the girl. I get all that. But me as relationships, for me personally, I prefer relationships to be like, I'll put this respectfully. Respectfully, it's like, sometimes you gotta own up. Now, if you can't fulfill your promise, they understand. But there are moments where you have to, like for Yui's case, if you pass the test, I'll treat you something good, putting money towards this hotel and just for them to have 2 more episodes of them fooling around, that's something. But Yui and Masuku's relationship are still there, and I love it. Now, let's talk about Somei and Hayake for a bit, because this episode dedicated these two. These two dedicated, in this episode, is dedicated to Somei and Hayake. I mean, we see them a lot. And the background of shots, them talking to each other, them in scenes where they eat at the same restaurant together talking. So Somei invited Hayakawa to a concert because their favorite band, they listen to the same song. Okay. And then, Hayake and Somei have that wonderful concert experience. And they got closer together because of that music. And then walking home, Somei grabbed Hayakawa's hand, and then it's just like, Hayake don't want to be in this office romance. Now, earlier in the episodes, we find out that a guy broke up with her, and we want to know why. We got the answer to this episode. We got the answer. So here's the story in a nutshell. Hayake was in the office, and she dated a boss that was 2 years older than her. So yeah, that's fine. So, and they wanted to keep their relationship a secret, just like Yui and Masuku are. So it was like before Yui and Masaku did their secret relationship, keep everything a secret to their relationship at work, Hayake did that to the boss, who was 2 years older. Now, this is where the dumbness comes in. He broke up with her. It wasn't Hayakawa broke up with him. The boss broke up with her because work dating, office dating, and it's distracting his work, that his sales ain't going there, and Ayakawa's sales are like this, and his sales are like this. So that's why he broke up with her, because you're distracting me and I can't get my work together, and that's what broke up. That's what the whole relationship starting to like end right there. Because see, here's the thing. This is real life. Watching this real life. When you work and you have a relationship at work, I'm not defending him. But this shows that when you work in the same office or in the same building or the same department with the loved one, you get distracted, that you're not doing things right. And I get that. But so now, and then rumors starting to spread around to a point where he left the company. Now, Hayakawa, she don't want to be in that office romance because she don't want to go through what he went through and don't want to upset Somei. So I get why Ayakawa at first did not want to be in a relationship with Somei. I truly understand that. But Somei, Somei is the lone wolf. Now he's not a lone wolf anymore. Because Somei was the first to confess during that concert, during that time, said, "I like you." And he didn't say like a drag out Shikamaru said, "I like you." No. He literally come out the blue and said, "I like you." Now, this leaves Ayakawa drunk and all that, passed out. And what a way to make an impression. Not only Ayakawa got drunk right next to Somei. Somei took her to his house, in his bed, and then introduced his mom. and got introduced by his mom. That is something. I mean, talk about a second date impression. Got drunk, woke up in the same bed with him. You're lucky nothing happened. I mean, something should happen, but still, you got drunk, woken up, and then you got to see his mom. So yeah, at least you made a first impression to your parents. To his parents, at least you made a first impression. But when I say history in the making, I literally meant history in the making. Ayakawa finally confessed, and this is what this episode called, True Feelings. She finally opened up to her feelings towards Somei and said, "I like you. Will you go out with me?" And he said, "Gladly." Now, I get it. Now, this warms my heart because I get it. It's kind of like okay, look. I get it. It's an 8-year gap between Somei and Ayakawa. I get that. But this is true romance here, guys. This is literally true romance right here. This is true romance. Yeah, it's an 8-year gap, but there's still a true love romance with these two. Yeah, I get it. She had to play the boss, and he's a subordinate. But still he played the role. Still, they have to play their role really well. And they're going to keep it a secret, just like Yui and Masaku. These two comparing is just like love is hard for an otaku. You got this couple, then you got this couple. And I'm comparing that because it's not a secret to them, but at least they are a couple, And I'm looking at these two, Yui and Matsuku and Somei and Ayakawa, the relationship. They're both keeping their relationship a secret. And that's great. I also like the fact that at the end of it, they hold their hands. They were holding hands. It was really nice to see. I mean, again, we witnessed history in the making. Now, the next step is do what Yui Masaku has been doing in the previous episodes. They try to get it on. Now, I hope so. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I took it out of context, but still. Okay, but anyway. I thought this was the ending, guys. I mean, like, but then I looked at it, I'm like, oh, we're 12 episodes. 10 episodes. We reached 10 episodes, and they finally, Somei and Hayakawa, confessed their love to one another. Why did I get the feeling that the next 2 episodes, I don't know why, but I got this gut feeling that one of them is going to confess. Like Yui's going to tell Hayakawa about their guys, and they're going to say, oh, I'm in love with this one. Or the 2 guys, or Masaku and Somei are going to sit down and talk about, I love, better yet, have all 4 of them sit down together. What if that happens? What if they sat down? Oh my God. But overall though, anyway, like I was saying, this was a good episode. It's not every day that we get side characters get the attention. It's not every day that a side characters get episodes. Not episode, but episodes. And to see the growth of the development that is going on between these 2. Now that we got another couple has been confirmed, locked and loaded, let's see where this goes. In this office rom-com full of love. And again, I thought it was the end, but we're on episode 2, so let's see where this goes. So, and I like this. I like these ships equally. Like, I don't have an argument in terms of like, oh, ship this with this one. Ship this. No. This is an equally value of a rom-com. Go watch it. So thank you for my review of this. Tomorrow, look forward to the tying it out with the Amagami sisters and so much more. So stay tuned for next week and other shows in the spring.